Mick Mars has been embroiled in a contentious legal battle with his former bandmates in Motley Crue. Late last year, he announced his retirement from touring in a statement to Variety, though specifying he would still be a member of the band for one-offs and recording. He's since alleged in a lawsuit the group attempted to reduce his ownership shares in the band, which kicked off that legal fight. In a recent conversation with Rolling Stone, Mars expressed the hurt he felt with the changing dynamics in the band, and now they've released new excerpts from that conversation. Mars tells them he doesn't ever want to speak to the members again. He's fine if they never talk. Mars said his bandmates didn't speak much to begin with, and stunningly, he claims the last time he really talked to them was at the 2019 premiere of The Dirt, despite the fact they went on a massive stadium tour after that. Similarly, back in 2016, Tommy Lee claims the members of Motley Crue never even said goodbye to each other after what was then their final show, though it appears the members are on good terms these days. Here's what Mick Mars had to say. And before we get to that, I want to thank those of you who have taken the time to hit that subscribe button. I try to read all of your comments and respond to as many as possible, and I just wanted to say thank you for those who have subscribed. And also to show that appreciation, we're going to be doing a massive giveaway where one lucky winner is going to get 4 VIP weekend passes to one of these amazing festivals up on your screen. The winner will get to choose which one of these festivals they and 3 of their friends would like to go to. Enter to win at the link in the description. In a recent conversation with Rolling Stone, conducted at Mars' home in Nashville back in May, he made the surprising revelation that, according to him, the last time the band really talked was at the 2019 premiere of The Dirt. He said, "Nobody spoke to me in 2022 during the stadium tour. A lot of the time I felt like I was playing by myself. You know how you can be in a crowd of people and still feel alone? That's how I felt that whole tour. I felt used, sad, and inferior. When we played the last show, I felt relieved. A lot of the pressure was gone, but I was very emotionally wounded. They weren't just shallow wounds, they were deep ones, the kind you can't get over." It was then that Mick made the sad and heartbreaking statement that he hopes he never talks with his longtime bandmates again, a group he toured the world with for more than 3 decades. He said, "I think all of us would be okay with that, and I just don't mean me with them, I mean them with each other. I don't plan on having a funeral. If I did, I think maybe they'd show up for that just out of courtesy. But for me, there's no funeral, there's no nothing." Of course, back when Mars announced his retirement, he specified he would remain a member of the band, which meant participating in recording sessions and one-off gigs. But Motley Crue has continued touring around the world with no signs of slowing down, given that they've added guitar virtuoso John 5. Mars, who maintains he's a part owner of the Motley Crue business, said he refused to sign paperwork that would reduce his touring royalties to 5%. As for Motley Crue bassist Nikki Sixx, he recently celebrated 22 years of sobriety, and the band apparently has no plans of slowing down on the road, with Vince Neil recently saying the band has plans for another stadium tour next year in 2024. He had a new interview with the Music Universe, and he said, "Well, we went into the studio not too long ago, about 6 months ago, and recorded 3 new songs, and one of them is called Dogs of War. We're doing a show tomorrow night at a club here in London under the name Dogs of War. And I guess word got out because it sold out in less than a minute. So it was pretty cool." He talked about their plans in the coming months, saying, "We're going to finish up. We have 8 shows in the US after our European tour with Def Leppard. Then we go to Australia and Japan. And then when we do, I think we're going to go back in the studio for a couple of more songs, and then we'll announce a new stadium tour for next summer. And we're not sure who's going to be on it, but there'll be another tour." There's likely to be a lot more to come on this situation between Mick Mars and Motley Crue, with Motley Crue's legal team reportedly filing paperwork to bring this into arbitration between the members in a private setting instead of the public court hearings that Mick Mars has filed through his legal team. That's all going to be worked out, and likely this could carry on for quite some time. But Motley Crue seems to be having a great time with John 5 out there on the road. They've been touring the world, and they are showing no signs of slowing down in the near future, releasing new music and touring the world, and apparently plans to tour into next year as well. We've heard Nikki Sixx also say they could tour into the 2030s as well. So we'll have to see how this all shakes out. I'm not hearing bad reviews about these Motley Crue shows. That's just people who are going to the shows seem to be having a good time. That's reality. And, John 5 is a monster on the guitar. He is one hell of a player. I've always felt that way. And so we're going to see how this all shakes out. It's a sad situation. The members of Motley Crue have even said that they're bummed about the way the thing is going down. And to their credit, you haven't seen from their side a lot of coming out and speaking about this. They've been focused on playing these shows, and they're not really fighting back a lot. They're just kind of letting the situation run its course. And, so do with that what you will, but you're not really seeing Motley Crue members talking a lot of trash. So, that is worth noting. And so that's the situation as we know it. Of course, hit that subscribe button here on Rock Feed for the latest rock news about your favorite rock and metal bands, and I'll see you all very soon.